Somerset County often feels like we're sort of isolated. There really aren't enough Democrats around here, and many of us who are Democrats don't tell everybody that we are.
I do.
And more of us, all right, everybody who says they're a Democrat, raise your hand. I want to hear that loud and clear. Yay! The point of that is that for a long time we really felt isolated. And it's important that people who have served in other areas of the state and people who have served our state as Democrats and served it well come to visit with us and tell us that we will get there. The blue wave, hopefully not the one that's created by that storm coming toward the coast, but there will be a blue wave that will come across this county and put Democrats into office where they belong. But while we're waiting for that, we sometimes have to invite people from other counties and other locations to come talk to us. And so it is my distinct honor to introduce to you someone who served as governor of this great state, who has been a model, a man who stands for the principles and acts upon those principles and is willing to suffer an election defeat because he does the right thing. And for that reason, he's a man I've watched his career. I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to know him and to work with him. And it's gentlemen like Governor Jim Florio who will make the difference in this state.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
This is very, very impressive.
Yes.
I'm really very pleased to be able to be here to help join all of you as we get ready for the final push. The last number of days to be able to deliver a good outcome to this election. I'm particularly pleased to see my friend Upendra, who really is a model. When we talk about what we want in a public official, someone like Rush Holt, someone like Upendra, people who are articulate, they're intelligent, they're substantive, they understand nuance, they're sensitive to people's needs. Those are all the things we want in people who aspire to high office. And we particularly need them in Washington now.
Yes, we do.
Let me say that this election almost transcends party. It almost transcends the individuals who are running. I've been involved for a very long period of time. And I can never remember an election in which the values that the parties espouse have been more starkly different.
Yes, yes.
Values that go to fundamental things.
Yes, it does.
The concept of government. We recall a former Republican president who said that government has no solutions, government is the problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's very naive. Government is not inherently good, it's not inherently bad. It's a tool. From the hands of people like these people that we have, it can do lots of good things for people. Take the concept of healthcare.
Right.
Healthcare, think for a moment. We live in the richest nation in the history of the world.
Yes.
And we have 50 million people who have no health insurance.
That's sad.
That's something that's inexcusable. We spend more money per capita than any other industrialized nation in the world on healthcare. And yet we still have infant mortality rates in this nation, particularly in our urban areas, in our rural areas. They're the equivalent of third world nations. That should not be acceptable.
You're right.
The other side has the approach to healthcare that says healthcare is a commodity. It's like a shirt or a TV. If you can afford it, you can have it. If you can't, you're on your own. We say no. We say that healthcare is like what it is in every other industrialized nation in the world. It's a characteristic of citizenship.
Yes, it is.
Every citizen should be entitled to access to affordable, quality healthcare.
Yes.
And the last example I'll give you of an important value difference between the two parties is the whole idea of democracy. We aspire to the fact of democracy being participatory democracy. We know that democracy doesn't work unless we all work at making it work.
Yes.
And that entails, at a minimum, voting, becoming engaged in the process, being informed about the process. We encourage people to become involved in the process. We encourage people to vote. In every election in which I've been involved, I've always said, I'd like 100% of the people to vote. I have confidence in our message. It will resonate with people and will be successful. The other side not only doesn't encourage people to vote, it discourages people to vote.
Yes, it does.
We've seen around the nation now efforts to literally suppress the vote.
Yes.
And I can just share with you an experience that I had. Some in the audience, as I look around, might remember 1981. We had a gubernatorial election. And in that election, the Republican National Committee sent people into New Jersey to work with the state Republican Committee to establish something they called the Ballot Security Task Force, which entailed hiring off-duty policemen, off-duty sheriff's officers to stand at the polls with their guns, with armbands that said Ballot Security Task Force, putting up posters designed to try to intimidate people not to vote. They didn't want everyone not to vote. They just wanted some people not to vote.
Yes.
Accordingly, they had facilities in Camden, Newark, Trenton, Paterson. Discouraging people from voting is not the essence of democracy as we see it.
That's right.
Well, I just want to encourage all of you in these last couple of days before the election to go out and become very much involved in getting your friends and your neighbors to be able to vote. President Obama needs you to get involved, and I'd even urge you, if you have friends from your Christmas list or your family in other states, Pennsylvania and Florida in particular, because I know a lot of us people have relatives or friends there. Make a call. Drop a quick postcard if you can. I've been involved over the years in some very close elections, on the right side and the wrong side. So don't tell me that every vote doesn't count. I want to really urge you all to become engaged and involved. Not only our local people, but people at the state level. Senator Menendez needs your help. President Obama needs your help. Get involved, because it's a way that we preserve this nation as a place of opportunity. Lots of good luck and congratulations on being involved.
Yes, yes.
Let's give Governor Florio a round of applause, thanking him for coming to Somerset County.